Presented by Taryn Warren of tntfarmsqtrhorses. All rights are reserved. This video is intended for the original purchaser only. To purchase your copy, email us at tntfarmsqtrhorses@yahoo.com. Here we're going to start incorporating the pole. I use the pole as a ruler. If your horse can't get over the pole, try just keeping the head or the tail at the pole. Here I'm asking her to keep her haunches on the straight line between the two circles and asking her to move laterally over the pole, straightening her with my legs, not with my reins. I get her balanced on the circle. We're going to come back to the pole. The first time we did shoulders in. Now we're going to do haunches in, so I'm asking her to soften on the right rein, pushing with my left leg to bring her hip over, keeping her at about a 45-degree angle to the pole. My goal is that she keeps the motion. I want her to keep the forward motion, and when I straighten her, I'm not straightening her head back to the straight line, I'm bringing her body back to the straight line with my legs. And so when we asked for this to happen, a little haunch turn here, when we asked for this movement to happen, whichever part of her body is on the outside of the pole is the part of the body that's staying on the straight line. Here, I'm going to ask her to keep her haunches on the straight line, bringing her shoulders slightly to the inside of the pole. I'm riding little half halts on my right rein, driving her with my left leg, and again, she's sticky coming off the left leg. When I straighten her, I bring the shoulders back to the line with my left leg to straighten the horse. My goal is always to maintain the straight line. As we come around the circle, I'm working on getting her balanced and bent. I'm going to ask the haunches to come to the inside, keeping the shoulders on the straight line. So I'm half halting left rein, pushing with my right leg, half halting left rein, pushing with my right leg. Here I'll ask her haunches to come back to the straight line with my left leg. Her shoulders were already on the straight line between the circles. Remember, the horses did not ask to perform for us. They would prefer to be grazing in the pasture. As such, it's our job to teach them how to effectively carry the rider. When the horse is not balanced, they often exhibit behavior that we find undesirable. That undesirable behavior often gets misinterpreted for being naughty or being bad, and then the horse is punished. When really what they're telling us is they're not balanced and they don't know how to get back to balanced with the rider. It's our job to teach them and to keep emotion out of it. At no time do you see me getting mad at the horses and jerking or spurring them around. I'm consistently correcting them through a consistent correction where I'm lifting and using my seat and leg to adjust the body. I have to explain the process of balancing the rider to the horse, teaching them where they need to place their feet. I'm going to get a lot of wrong answers before I start getting right answers. But as you can see in the video, the more the horses get balanced, the easier the exercises become. It's very important to remember that you're riding for progress, not perfection. When the horse starts to show some progress and starts to show some signs of understanding, it's important to give them the break and pick up the exercise on a different day. You can drill them into having naughty behavior because you ride them to the end of their muscle where they're physically unable to give you any more. It's important as the rider to remember that very rarely do the horses just come in and decide that they're going to misbehave. There are times where the horses are misbehaving, but a lot of times it's because they don't understand what's being asked or they're physically unable to perform what's being asked. So it's our job as a rider to remember that we're also their physical therapists and their occupational therapists, teaching them how to do their job effectively, which is carrying the rider in a way that's going to cause the least amount of harm to themselves and provide the rider the most enjoyable experience. Working with horses comes with an inherent risk. Please consult a professional when necessary. Remember, you're not practicing for perfection, you're practicing for progress. Don't drill your horse until they're unwilling to work with you.